Welcome back to the Mortgage Marketing Update. I'm Brian DeMarie. I'm a loan originator with Union Home Mortgage and the DeMarie lending team. Let's talk about homeowners. This year, homeowners have accumulated more than $1 trillion in equity in their homes just by buying a house. So that's over $17,000 per household. My suggestion to you is anybody that you've helped buy a house in the last year or two, give them a call. Ask them how they're doing. Let them know what their home is worth. Just let them know the great decision that they've made just by buying a house in the last year. Conversely, in the rental world, we've got about 11.4 million households that are currently behind on their rent right now. And altogether, probably about $70 billion in backed rent, back fees, and utility bills that have not been paid. So in the third quarter of 2020, the net household wealth has also increased 3.2%. This has happened on the backbone of real estate appreciation and stock portfolios increasing in value. So conversely, household debt has also increased 5.6%. So although most people aren't really going to be interested in cashing out their stock portfolios to pay off some of this debt, they could easily do a cash out refinance or just a traditional rate and term refinance, include all of those bills into that, and then have them all paid off right there. Because many of the people that are behind on their rent have to pay that to people like you and me who own rental properties. And if they can maybe find their way to hold on all the way through this, that rental property could pay dividends on the back end of this recession. So forgive me, I know that's a lot of data that I just threw at you. But keep this in mind. Out of the 140 million households in America, 60% of them are occupied by people who own the house. That means 30% are occupied by those that rent. And of that other 10%, well, those are just vacant. Of that 10% of vacancy, 7.6% of them have been vacant for the entire year of 2020. Now, the reason I bring up a lot of these things about rental properties is because renters are having a lot of trouble. The socioeconomically challenged are having more trouble than anybody else in this world right now. And so when we see that a ton of renters are back on their back rent, and now that moratorium is expiring, who knows where that this is going if all these landlords start to trigger evictions, right? So we want to try to talk to the people that we know that we've sold rental properties to, have conversations with them, find out what their circumstances are. Maybe they want to sell the house, but if they can hang on, the rental property can do really well. Remember, we're in an up market. So we want to understand what their circumstances are and how we can be of highest and best usage to these folks, even if it means not listing a house. So the FDA has approved the Pfizer COVID vaccine. They voted 17-4. The 4 that voted down wanted it to be the ages to be raised from 16 to 18. Right now, those ages are only going to be starting at 16. Who knows about the younger folks in this country just so far. But that can begin being distributed on Monday or Tuesday of next week. And keep in mind, the online mortgage application is not your enemy. If you have a buyer that's working a busy schedule and we can't always connect, it could take a while for us to actually have it over the phone conversation. If they are willing to do their mortgage application over their phone, they can do it during a commercial break while they're watching TV. And so it can be just that fast for us to get back to them. And at that point, remember, they're still getting the same consultation from us. But if it moves things along, let's say you call us on Monday and then on Wednesday we're supposed to connect and we can't for some reason. And then the buyer's busy on Thursday. Who knows when we're actually going to catch up to them. And if they're able to just do it really quickly over their phone, it's just some data entry. And remember, they're still getting the same consultation. The rest of the mortgage process is the same. They still have 30 days of basically communication with us either way. And so you're probably watching this on Monday morning, which means today at 1 o'clock, we're going to be continuing our Facebook ad seminar, going over the lead generation capture form that we put together and some other API features. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Zoom as well, going to be doing our APR class, Fact versus Fiction. And then all our videos are backed up on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram. Have a great day.